So on this truck is all the lumber for our roof. These guys, 2x12 24 footers, they look pretty good. The next one. The header, we insulated the header. It'll go up there, top of the door. Two and a half inches of foam. Big ol' foam insulation sandwich. Good enough. Hey everybody, welcome back to White Pine Woods. I know I told you that this week we were going to be doing putting the roof on the house, but plans have changed a little bit. We got our delivery of lumber for the roofing yesterday. It's pouring rain. We also got this beast delivered. I rented this for however long as I need it. It's a cat telehandler. Should come in handy putting up the roofing, to say the least, and all the sheathing on the house. But the big news this week is that we've got a major winter storm coming tomorrow night. We haven't had any measurable snow here in New England, in this part of New England. Definitely not all last winter. And I can't remember the last one, the winter before. So let's call it, a year and a half that we haven't had any snow. I mean, no snow. And we're getting anywhere from, I'm hearing reports, 10 to 15, 18 inches of snow the week I'm trying to get my roof on. So we're going to get snow in the house. We're going to have to shovel it out. So the emphasis today was to get the house ready for the rafters. There was a couple of headers we had to put in the living room and dining room. We still had some top plates to put in. All the stuff we didn't get done the other day. Got the plywood done up on the loft. I didn't really film a lot of it because honestly it's not that exciting. It's, so you've seen all that kind of stuff already. So tomorrow we're going to cut the rafters. We've got the pattern rafter. We're going to cut all the rafters. And then we're going to get this place ready for the storm. And what I mean by that is I'm trying to make the piles as few as possible. So for instance, over here I've got a pile, just so I have to shovel fewer piles off. Over here I've got a pile of, you see the LVLs on top of some 2x8s and 2x6s and 2x10s, and all that stuff on the bottom is for the collar ties for the rafters and the fascia, getting everything high up off the ground as I can. And my plan is to plow. I got my plow over here. I'll plow up as close to the piles as I can, and that way I should be able to get either the tractor or the telehandler underneath there and be able to lift that stuff. So it's not really the most fun work, but it's part of building a house, especially in winter, so I wanted to show it. So I'll set you up now. We'll get a look at this telehandler in action. I've got to move. I've got two stacks of 2x12 24 footers that are going to be the rafters. So they're pretty heavy, but the telehandler should have no problem. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stage them next to the house where it's level, because the ground where they're on right now is the front yard and it slopes down a bit. So I'm going to stage them in front of the house there where it's level, and then as Don cuts them tomorrow, I'll take them and I'll stack them again, get them high up off the ground. So maybe put some 6x6s under them, and then put 10 or 12 at a time, and then put a sticker, and then 10 or 12, keep going. There's 72 of them total. So let me just set you up and we'll catch the telehandler in action. first look. Still snowing. It's about 2 o'clock the next day. It started snowing last night at 7. Snowed all night. And then it let up for a while, but we'll see what's in the house. But the floors are all covered. A little bit of snow in the bathtub. There's a couple inches. We'll get this all shoveled out tomorrow. The house is standing. So that's good. I don't see any damage. We'll get this all shoveled off tomorrow. Got snow in your basement, dude. This is our bedroom. I don't think we're going to go with white carpet. See if there's snow in our shower. Just a little bit. Could have been a lot worse. I was kind of stressed out that it was going to be a lot worse than this, so overall I'm happy. Almost didn't get up the driveway though. I started to fall off the driveway. I had to back up. This is what snow looks like at White Pine Woods. Snow on the metal roof. Snow on the camper. Good idea putting that tarp up there. See how the overhang looks. Pretty good. A little bit of snow on the tractor, but not much. Don's up there shoveling off the second floor. Been shoveling all day. Nobody saw that, right? See that? Why do they call this thing a back saver? You know what saves your back? Don't shovel snow. Alright, here we go. Okay, so it's the end of another week, and what a week it was. We've been at it a month now, and I'm pretty happy with how far we've gotten, given the weather that we've got. We got through the storm. It could have been much worse than it was, and that took pretty much all of 4 or 5 days out of the schedule, because between preparing for the storm and an actual lost day because of the storm, and then cleaning up the last 3 days, it's better part of a week that we spent just with the storm. So, but we're ready now. Everything's cleaned up. The house is cleaned out. You saw us getting Don shoveling the snow off the roof, and I've been cleaning up all the stuff he pushed down. I've been cleaning that up today, so it's out of the way for Monday. So next week, I promise you, we'll get going on the roof. First order of business Monday is put 2x6 plate down around this whole section up here to accept the rafters. So, and you saw us, we cut the rafters are ready to go. We just got to lift them up there with the machine and start putting them up. So hopefully once we get rolling, that should go fairly quickly. So the weather looks great for next week. There may be one afternoon with some just rain showers, so the snow should be melting. They say 50 degrees by the end of next week. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that we get good weather for a couple weeks into the new year, and we can get this roof on. And then once we get a roof on this place, get some underlayment on the top of the plywood, I'll feel a lot better about things. It can rain and snow all at once. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel if you'd like to follow along in our house build. So long for now from White Pine Woods. See you next time. You may wonder why we're going through all this. We're building the house in the winter and selling our beautiful house that we lived in. Well, you're looking at it right here. This is the place. Stonington Point, Stonington, Connecticut, my hometown. From this point you can see 3 states. You're standing in Connecticut. Over there in the distance, the light that's blinking out there in the distance, I don't know if you can see that or not. That's Rhode Island, that's Watch Hill, Rhode Island. Out here, this landmass out here is Fisher's Island, New York. Beautiful place. It's the reason for all of it.